So, what is up guys, RequiZitorX here, back again with another episode of my Redstone tech. Today, in this episode, we shall be covering a redo of my release pulsar, while it's also hooked up to a double pulsar. And I will actually show you how this thing works. I'll also be showing a 3x3 piston door, very simple design, and very small too. And I will also be showing you the random clock. This is something I stumbled across while I was also doing the 3x3 piston door. Alright, so let's start with the release pulsar and the double pulsar here. So, as you guys have seen in my last video, if you watched it, it's simply, you step on this, nothing happens. You step off of it, it sends out a pulse. Same works for a button. So let me just quickly explain how some of these parts work here. Alright, so it sends power to there. That goes around here, heads down to this wire. I'll get to that later. That wire needs to be there, or else it won't work. Now, that sends power up to here, and into this block, which then powers this block. And then this down here powers that block, which then creates a bud switch right there, which will only activate when a block update is nearby, which is what this wire is for. So when it turns off, it updates the block. So, when that thing disappears, this block goes up. The power gets transferred from here into this line here. It then gets sent down, 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 all the way over to the double pulsar, which is a lengthy pulse there, or not pulse, a lengthy delay there, and a short delay. And so when it goes around, you get the ding ding right there. So you pick that up, and we got a ding ding. So let me just try to see if I can, here, see, get this. Possibly saw that. Okay, well that's how that thing works. It's very simple, sort of. Took me a little bit of time to figure out how to do this right, and I think I got this pretty good. What you use this for? I don't know. It's your choice. I'm not one to judge here. Okay, so over here is the 3x3 piston door. You jump up, you hit the switch, and it opens. You have just enough time to get through it, on most of the times, to keep it from closing back on you again. Plus, yeah, it works from this side, because there's a slightly greater delay on that side over there. But let's go to see how this thing works, shall we? Just remove this row right here. Alright, so we head down here. This, alright, one pressure plate above each one of these little pieces of redstone wire. When the pressure plate is stepped on, it sends power to these repeaters. Yeah, so it's called the layers. They're not the layers, they're repeaters. And it sends power to these, which then, in turn, turn off these torches here, which then causes the pistons to retract. Now, also splitting off from them are these wires here, which lead to redstone torches. They're currently deactivated at the moment, but if I go up here, and you'll see that the torch is right underneath that torch right there, and that keeps that one powered, so these sides ones stay closed. Then there's a piece of wire that goes there, and the torch into another torch, which is turned off at the moment, and then to another one, which is turned on because the bottom one is off, which then power this entire thing up here, and keep the top ones closed. You do not need to have this thing repeated on the other side. I just want to do that because I think it looks nicer that way. So, when you put something in the pressure plate, okay, I missed that pressure plate completely. Let's try that again. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Nope, still not there. I will get this. There we go. Okay. So, when you put something on the pressure plate, then you see what happens. So that torch gets turned off, that one retracts, and then it process inverts up here and repeats and everything, and this is all powered up, or unpowered. Yeah. But yeah, that's how that side works. Now over here on the other side, everything is the same except for how the things change. So just head over here, go down. The pressure plates are right there, which they power this redstone torch when stepped on, which then depowers this one, which sends a redstone signal all the way over to this block under here, which has a torch under it, which has a torch on it, which will power these blocks right here, these pieces of redstone right there, and, you know, repeat it. So that's what happens with that. Let me just get my redstone. Get over here, redstone. Okay, so that's what happens with that. Now, we head over here. This is what happened when I was trying to wire this thing up. I had a much better design, a very simple design, but it created a clock right here, which I took advantage of this little clock right here by basically hooking this thing up to some dispensers. And there's a reason why I call this thing the random clock. It powers them kind of in a pattern, but they do kind of randomly go at it sometimes. So if we sit here and watch this thing for a little bit, we'll be able to see that eventually the middle one will start firing too, but then one of the other ones probably won't will probably stop firing. Yeah, so that's how that thing's working. I'll come back to that in a second, I guess. See, this has been what I had this episode. This is what I had last episode, but it's been redone by a good amount. This thing right here, it's in 3x3 piston door. Pretty compact, I think. Because you don't need the one side over here, so... Well, you need that right there. So basically it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 by... I think it might be 11 tall, maybe? And only 7 wide, I think. Yeah. Okay, I can hear one of these things out. Alright, so it hasn't fired the middle one yet, which is weird, because normally it does. So let's just go around, pick up these. Okay, well, let's see. Is there anything else I can explain real quick? I can go to bed. Sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Alright. So we go back over to here. And there we go. The middle one's now firing. It's kind of random what happens, but they do it in a pattern so that they fire in a certain way. But yeah, that's what happens. So if I actually put arrows into this one, I think it might... Nope, it's not going to fire. If I put arrows in that one, it still won't fire. Yeah, I don't understand how this thing works, too. Well, there we go. They were all firing. Okay, so yeah, that's my random pulsar. Random clock, I mean. It's very, very random, as you can see. Sort of. Does it in kind of a pattern, though, but just... You know, if you're doing an adventure map and you need something that, you know, will just fire arrows in undetermined spots, then, you know, this is your thing. So, whoopsie daisies, I dropped that. So yeah, this is my little Redstone tech episode. I hope you enjoyed. Hope this actually helps you out somehow. And I will see you all again next episode. Bye.